And then there was one which ends up being the end of day. I will start this one on GU just for shelving purposes, but daily very bearish at this point. We did have a pause there. We do expect this swing low to go, I think, easy stuff. Same with the 4 hour. 4 hours still bearish, right? Have an internal break right there. Ooh. 4 hour pause there. So yeah, I still think we are following the 4 hour down, right? There's not a decent enough pause and price there. I'd say this here is better in terms of like aggressive following, since it is like heavily bearish at this point. So I think obviously we'd look to follow more aggressively. 15 for today, I think there was nowhere to really be able to follow effectively. Let's do all of this in here. Just, oh my god, no. Maybe some stuff I need to record in here for Friday. Let me not delete this, I'll clean it up for next week. But yeah, okay, let's just focus on today. Asian session, right, coming into London. It's already dropping pretty crazily, but I wouldn't be looking for like immediate following like this. Nah, I wouldn't be looking for that, especially because right, we have the 4 hour swing low, daily swing low. At least wait for it to break before like trying to follow like very aggressively like right there. So for me personally, nothing in there. Let's just wait for a little bit more development. Just wait for a little bit more development and then just take it from there. Right, this would be your internal high right there. And then yes, the CAD 10-minute pause there. I think I wouldn't consider this a 15-minute pullback, right? This is just internal, but this would then be the swing low. It's a big enough pullback to be considered a swing low, and then this would just be my internal right there. Internal break there. And actually, is it another one here? Yep. This would be your previous internal high, which now is broken, which then means you could be looking for the pullback right into like zones like this 4 hour over here to the swing high, and then look for sells again. Then look for sells again in there. But in terms of today, I had the sweep of the Asian low, right? Went back up, swept the high, and then yeah, oh, the internals. This would have been an internal low, break, internal high. I don't think I'd be looking for sells here. A little bit complicated, but what was I saying? Yeah, okay, a little bit complicated. Just get my mind right and check in with it tomorrow. Fuck, I'm a little bit tired. Shouldn't be doing these this late? Because when you're a little bit tired, the mind is a little bit lazy to think. Okay, this EuroJPY, because we had a trade, I already explained like EuroJPY. But in terms of tomorrow, I think we'll be looking for, if it does come back in there, something like that. Right, looking to continue the lows since the M15 is in a nice pullback phase. Nice pullback phase here. Then we'll just be looking to follow the sells. Nothing too complicated. And then EuroJPY, same as GU, I think would have been a little bit tough to follow. Because if you look at the entire context, right, 15-minute is bullish. I didn't even start the 4-hour on the other ones. 4-hour I was right. We were in the 4-hour pullback phase. I think with GU being heavily bearish like this, EU also bound to follow. Majorly look the same. So the eyeballs being bullish here doesn't generally mean the swing pullback is over, even though it technically does mean that, but doesn't really. I don't know if you understand, I won't make any sense, but doesn't really. So at this point, we had a pullback into this 4-hour. 4-hour tries to go up, fails, right, to go up. If it does end up breaking here, then you would assume this swing low is weak and might end up getting run. But we'll see as we get there. And then right now, 4-hour, not 4-hour, 15-minute, we were in a pullback phase coming to the 4-hour. Internal switch to bullish, right, to facilitate the swing. And then, well, after today, it ended up being bearish again. But at this point here, you would have had your 15-minute internal pullback, right, and then move back up, fail to create a new high, right, coming into today, failing to create a new high. So coming in down here, knowing very well this like 1-hour POI failed to create a new high, would have made looking for buyers a little bit more complicated, right, less higher probability. Even if you say looking to follow this, would have not been valid since we didn't have a break and close right there. So no valid trade in there. And then around actually late around 6 it just started melting down. So at this point I'm fully expected this 15-minute swing low to go. And you have an iPass here. It wants me to fucking do that. Do a 15-minute iPass there. This is the internal high and swing high. We'll see how it develops tomorrow and then take it from there. Hopefully, yeah, hopefully maybe we get decent price action tomorrow. Try to take advantage of that. Don't try to save the month. That's how it gets worse. But if there's something valid, there's something valid. I'll be on it. Like white on rice. And yeah, that's the last one of the day. Yeah, peace.